thing I see is a treble clef, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. But it just silver toned, has your teal, like I guess it's more of a robin's egg blue, and then an Aurora Borealis center on it. Here is the other one. Really pretty. Does have if you see the yellow, it's just there's glue residue in there. So, they're perfectly fine to wear. If someone is like super up on you real close, they might see that glue residue from under the beads when the person made the earring. But otherwise, a pretty little pair of clip earrings. Hey, Samantha, no problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So this one is running now. Yeah, you can dress up, dress down. Really pretty. The clips are in a really nice condition. Very pretty. All right. Let's see here. Next up, so I'm going to add some, like I said, most of the things we're adding on the fly. So we will just add stuff on the fly. So give me a second. I'm going to grab a screenshot of this one. This is a Jeff Lieb original. We are going to call it Jeff. I'm going to spell his name right and make sure. Lieb. Yep. Okay. And this was actually, I live in southern New Jersey, and I am about 50 minutes from Atlantic City. And this was a piece that was commissioned from the now defunct, doesn't exist anymore, Taj Mahal. This is by the designer Jeff Lieb. It was commissioned in 1984. And let's see here. Oops. Making sure this is being wonky. Internet in the boonies. It's like really slow right now for me, so I apologize. Okay, here we go. So this was commissioned in 1984 for the Trump Taj Mahal casino. It is a showgirl's headpiece, and it was a giveaway piece for the high rollers, for the women high rollers they invited before the casino was open to the public. So that is what this is. It's in really nice condition. Gold tone. You can see it has like all the rhinestones. And this purple is an acrylic, but really pretty. Yeah. Yep. I did too. First I was like, what is this supposed to be? And then when I like did research into it, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So it's a showgirl headpiece. So that is running now for $7. And this is a typical 1980s, very large. Shoot. Like, where is my ruler? So typical 1980s where everything, bigger was better. I forgot to show you Jeff Lieb there. I was looking for my ruler. I had my 7-year-old niece spent a couple days with me, and she likes to draw, and she walked off with my ruler. So that's what I was like searching and digging deep. All right. So next up, I have this pretty piece from 1928. And this is, 1980s does the 20s. It's what, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the company 1928, but they were in the 80s and they did, retro, Victorian retro, that kind of thing. Try to type on the fly here. Okay. There we go. So this is acrylic. It is not, well, this is like a lightweight metal, but your beads on there are an acrylic. So it's 1980s, does like Victorian, 20s. And like here it's still, like I said, still on the card. So pretty nice condition. I didn't take it off of there, but it's in pretty nice condition. Um, and that is running now for $6. Oh, yes. Yep, yep. Yeah. Get off of there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool though, right? Love it, love it. Okay, let's see. So let me see here. I like just don't know what to show y'all next. I'm kind of like hopping around from decades and all that kind of stuff. All right, so next I have, let's do this one. I feel like this is not marked, but it's marked. Okay, the earrings are marked. I was getting ready to say it sure looks like Coro to me. Um, the earrings are marked. So this is a Coro slit. Really pretty gold tone with rhinestones. Pretty nice condition. I feel like I guess not. I was gonna say I thought I saw the missing stone, but I guess not. Um, some wear right here on the clasp, and right around here you can see the gold paint is coming off, but the these beads are great. Here is the back. Nice condition. Let's see how looks like a 7, which is about average, but let me just double check. Yes, it is a 7. And it does come with these matching. Okay, I knew I saw a rhinestone missing. So it comes with these matching earrings, but there is a rhinestone missing off of that one. Um, it's a pretty standard size of rhinestone, so it is probably something you could easily enough repair. Minor wear on there. Here is the back. There is your Coro. Is it Pegasus? No, it's Coro. So, earring with a missing rhinestone and a 7-inch matching bracelet. And let me just grab a quick screenshot. I'm just going to call it Green Coro Set because it is the only Green Coro set I have. And I'm going to start this one at $8. So that is running now. So 7-inch coral bracelet with matching clips. And again, it does have a standard size rhinestone. Have to repair on there. Pretty emerald green color. So welcome, friends. If you are just hopping on, I am Amy with South Jersey Mama Shop. A couple things listed, pre-listed, but most of all, I'm listing on the fly here. And I have stuff from all over, all over the decades. Kind of a mishmash of items today. But all right, so next up, I have these pretty gems. These are gold toned. Are they gold toned? Guess what helped if I put my glasses on? Silver tone. Silver tone clip earrings with these are like a robin eggs blue. You can see in both of them there is like a stone, not a stone, a beading that is not there, but I think that's intentional. They are handmade, and I think it's intentional because it's on the hinge of the hoop. So I think that's intentional. I don't think it's like they both fell out. Here's the back, minor wear on the metal backing, but the clips are very nice, as far as being tight to the ear. But a pretty pair. Let me grab a quick shot of this, and I will put them out there. I'm just going to call them robin egg. Oops, can't spell, friends. Robin egg blue hoops. And they are going to run for 4. And they should be running now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, pretty little handmade pair of floral tops with some hoops on there. They are probably from the back, I would say 50s, late 50s, early 60s. But pretty little pair. Let's see. This guy is super cute. I want to say he is a JJ. Yep, does look just like a JJ. Okay, little silver dots. Dachshund, is that how you say it? Dotson. Let me grab a screenshot, but he is so cute. Let me make sure I am spelling him right. Dachshund. Probably not spelling him right, but yes, his spell check is like, what are you trying to say? We're just going to call it dog. Silver dog with pink flowers. JJ brooch. Anybody else a really bad speller, like so bad that spell check has no help for you? That's me. So I switched it to dog. So this is a really cute silver toned dog with cute little pink enamel flowers. Can see little detail like on his hair even. It's pretty cute. And his little paws. JJ does fantastic novelty pieces. If you're familiar with JJ, they have some really, really cool brooches. From animals to wizards to all kind of really cool gems. So this guy is running now for 7. A really neat JJ piece. Here is a pretty nice size, but cute. Love them, love them. All right, let me see. I'm going to pop up here next. How about this guy? So this one is, let me see, AK, which I believe is an Avon art jewelry jewelry stamp, but I'm not 100% sure, but relatively sure. This dove, and you can see it's, black, and it's intended to look like a marcasite. It is not a marcasite because it is, black, but it has that look. Really cool. Here's the back. There is that AK. Like I said, I'm relatively certain that that is an Avon. Because once in a while you will come across Avon pieces that are marked with the initials of the jewelry artist. We're going to call them Avon Black. Oops. AK Blackbird brooch. Cool guy. Very nice condition. I'm going to move him, and that should be running now for $5. And a cute little guy. The little details on him. All right. Next up, I have this gem. All right, so next up is this pretty little, come on, let's not freeze up. Mm, oh, goodness gracious. There we go. All right, let me grab a screenshot of this pretty gem here. Rose watch, like a little pocket watch. Probably had a pendant, was probably like on a chain at one time. All right. So pretty little rose, gold toned little pocket watch wound up. This little fella is, there we go. Can see the inside has someone's initial on it. Looks like a little wear on the inside there. Here is the watch. It does wind up and tick a little bit, but I don't know how good the time is on it. The timing is on it because I just got it. So the watch itself would be as is, but it is a pretty piece to wear. Put on a gold. If you're looking for a different kind of pendant for an empty gold chain you might have, it's a pretty little vintage piece. That is running out for 7. It is very, on the small side. It's not very big at all. So if you just hopped on and you see something, I've already showed that you would like to see again, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to keep on going. All right, next up, I have this. This is heavy. Silver toned, rhinestone, or maybe like a cubic zirconia even. Tennis bracelet. Pretty good. Needs maybe a little cleaning. Looks like it's a little bit of glue residue. Here is your clasp there. Here's your backing. If I had to guess, I would say, we're probably like 80s or 90s, so it's not like super vintage. But a pretty little, let me see. I want to say it looks standard. And it's actually about a 7.5, so it's a little bigger than a 7. So I will screenshot that. Just going to call it Rhinestone Tennis. And again, it is a 7.5. And that should be running now for $5. Like I said, not super vintage, but 90s are technically vintage, which is crazy to think, but it is. I think at this point, the year, 2000 is vintage, right? Crazy, crazy. I hate to think that. All right. Let me see here. A pretty brooch. I'm going to say this is a Coro. Yes. So this is really pretty. Coro brooch. Let me grab a screenshot of it. Coro faux pearl brooch. Okay. So gold toned and has your, oh, there's a pearl missing. Faux pearl bead. Now that is a standard little pearl, so you could, um, fix it up enough. Let me edit that. I'm going to drop the price on it. I did not notice the pearl was missing. Okay, so that should say 5. Okay. So gold toned, the metal's pretty good. If you look real close, there's like a little marking on the big pearl, but nothing too bad, like just a normal vintage wear, and you would need to replace the purling on that. There's your layered look, and here is your back. There is your Kuro stamp, and that is running right now for 5. And there is how big that one is. Welcome, friends. I hope everybody had a fantastic week and are looking forward to a nice weekend. Thank you for hopping on this afternoon. Appreciate you. I kind of have things from all over the decades that I'm going to be sharing. So, just hopping all over here. So next up, I have an Originals by Robert. I think this piece is, let me just make sure. Yes. I'm just going to call it Original. Whoops. Original by Robert Daisy. He was pretty known for these daisy brooches. Okay. This one is a little worn, would need some TLC. I would probably go over it with some white enamel paint to fix it up because there's lots of, enamel wear on there. There is the cute little ladybug that is also a hallmark of his designs. Here is the back, and there is your stamp. And this is going to be running for $5. Oops, not $6, $5. My big old thumbs. That is running now. So TLC Originals by Robert. This would also be if you're into jewelry art. It's a great upcycle piece. You could break it up and just, put it into your artwork. And that would be great. All right. Next up, I have a very pretty necklace set. A necklace and earrings. I don't think these were ever worn because it came attached to like a black velvet backing. But that was like so beat up that I took it off that backing. Let me grab a screenshot and then I will show you. It's really a pretty earring and necklace set. Let me write it up real quick and then I will show you it up close. It is really pretty and I don't think it's been worn, honestly. Okay. All right, so let's look at this necklace first. These remind me of Avon, but they're not marked, but it's kind of what it reminds me. It's definitely like circa 1980s. So here is your clasp. And then it's just that, the standard gold dainty vintage chain. There's no discoloration of the chain or anything like that. And then the little pendant is very dainty faux pearl with a little rhinestone on top. And this is probably 22 inches. Looks like, let's see. Oh, 20 and a half inch, 20 and a half. So I was a little off. And then it comes with this, the gold tone matching clip earrings. And they are in, pretty nice condition. They are not marked, but they certainly remind me of Avon. So you get these pretty earrings and this very dainty matching little pearl pendant. And that's running now for $7. Again, I really, it was backed on like a velvet black backing, but that thing was kind of beat up. So I just took it, took it off of there. Alrighty. So anything you see will be making its way into my store. So you can always check back if you're just browsing. And I do have almost actually between I have a clothing and I have my jewelry. I have over 100 pieces in my store. So hop on at your leisure and, check it out. All right, so let's do some necklaces. Let's do some necklaces. So this is a Sarah Coventry piece. Green and gold lucite. It is, I know there are other pieces to this set when it, was made because I had them. This is like the base piece, and then it had like a bracelet and a big pendant that you would purchase separately. But this is the main piece. Sarah Coventry in the 70s. I want to say 77. But this is the main necklace. So let me put this up and then I will show you. So right now I have the necklace clipped where it would be two pieces, like double stranded rather. Let me find my, get rid of this, a little easier to get an idea what it looks like. So right now it is clipped in the center here where you would have it double. And then there is a little like clip right here, like your clasp that you can unhook and hook it at the top. And then you have a really long necklace that looks like this. The gold is pretty nice on it, minimal wear. The links are kind of cool. And then you have, see, this is where you would go across and then double it. And then you have some pretty green lucite beads on there, some gold, larger metal beads, a little bit of wear on the right at the jump hoop there. And then this piece, this one single piece, if you keep it long, is 32 inches. So then you could have just like wear it like one long single 32 inch. So again, this is Sarah Coventry, a main piece of a set of multiple sets. There was earrings and all kind of different things with it. So this is running now for $6. The green lucite is really super cool. I like those green lucite beads on there. So if you just hopped on and you see something that I haven't shown yet that you would like to see, please let me know. And I will show it show it for you. All right, this is a pretty piece right here. Um, the chain has got itself caught up, but it does come out. This is a pretty long piece, silver toned, probably 70s pendant necklace. Here is, oops, come on. Here we go. There is the clasp. The metal is pretty nice on there, kind of like a double chain. Does have a little kink right here, but that literally just happened. That I'll work that out because it was not there 2 seconds ago. Here is the pendant. Some minor wear. If you look up really close under light, you can see a couple like little tiny scratches. But overall, it's in really nice condition. Reminds me of Sarah Coventry, but it is not marked. And she always marked her stuff. But it's along, along that kind of line. So let me grab a screenshot. Just gonna call it Silvertone diamond pendant necklace. This is going to be running for $5. And it is on the longer side. It is, let me measure that before I hit start. Okay. It is 24 inches, and the pendant is a little big. Pendant's about 2¼ inches, so it's going to hang down about 26 inches on you. So that is running out for $5. Keep an eye on the time. Okay. Like I said, pretty nice condition. All right, friends. Let's see here. Let me see. But these are earrings. Are Trifari? Are they Trifari? Holy moly. Napier. Oh no, Sarah Coventry. Huh. All right. Flip themselves backwards. So these are Sarah Coventry. Very nice condition. Silver toned, very lightweight and articulated. Here's the back. But no turning of the color or anything like that. They are clip earrings. There is your Sarah Cov. So I am going to put them up now. Let's see, Sarah Cov. Silver articulated. Excellent condition. And they should be running out for $5. And they're about 2 inches, 2½ inches. Kind of remind me of like a seashell. Lightweight. Excuse me. Next up, I have this guy here. He is so super cute. This fabulous adjustable gold tone frog ring. We are just going to put frog ring. The only cute frog ring I have here today. Okay, so look how cute he is. Does have a little enamel wear right around his eye, and his neck. But overall, he is cutie cutie. He is adjustable. He is definitely big. You can see he goes up to my knuckle, right, on my ring finger. Here is the back. The band is pretty. Got some pink, green paint from painting the frog. And little embossed floral. Inside of it is pretty good. Don't really see any turning or anything. So this is adjusted at the largest right now. And you can see just about an 8, 7, 7 3/4, I guess it would be. And that's the largest one, as large as you could get it. So you could get it to go quite a bit little smaller. So he is running now for $5. Super cute vintage frog enamel. All right. And I also have another cute little enamel adjustable ring. Let me grab a screenshot. This cute little white daisy enamel. Look at this guy. So gold toned, a little bit of metal wear. You can see right there, like tiny chips in the gold paint on the leaf. You can see the enamel. Some of the daisies have the yellow paint in them. The other ones don't. So I don't know if they wore off or they just didn't bother finishing with their painting. Here is the band. It is adjustable. Some minor wear on the band, but nothing too extravagant. This is the biggest that it can go. So let's see. About a 7.5, 7.25. 7.25 is the biggest it can go. So it could go smaller. That is running now for $5. Cute little 70s daisy ring. All right. So we have about another 35, 40 minutes before we're going to raid Miss Noreen. So I'll go keep on going. Well, if you are just hopping on, if you see anything that I've already shown that you would like me to show again, please let me know. And I'll, pull it up for you. Today I kind of have like a eclectic mix matched things today. And we are adding as we go. So next up is Bohm, Bohm, which is a Canadian jewelry company that is no longer, existing. This is a 90s piece. Really pretty, gold tone, and you can see your flowers and lots of like a little glass accent, rhinestones, some pearls going on, acrylic petals. It's in pretty nice condition. Here is your back. Here is your Bohm, Bohm. Again, it is a Canadian company, and they did a lot of like kickbacks to, here is your class, to your lobster class, to like Victorian kind of, reproduction kind of things. Let me show you what this looks like. on. Isn't that pretty? I think that's a pretty piece. Very nice condition overall. So that is running out for 5. Great little Victorian kind of revival kind of piece. 90s does Victorian revival. Alrighty. All right. Speaking of 90s, here is another pretty statement necklace, silver toned. You can see has that chain on there with some silver beading. A cool little has that hammered metal look. Tassel pendant on there. Let me grab a screenshot. Silver tassel pendant necklace. All right. And this just has your lobster clasp. Very nice condition overall. It runs, pardon me. It is 20 inches plus an additional 4 for your tassel pendant. So it's going to hang down about 24 inches. So this is $5. That is running now. And no discoloration or anything like that. Pretty nice condition overall. So if you are just hopping on and if you see something you would like me to show again, do not hesitate to ask. All right, so next up, these are handmade and they're older. I'm going to call it a brooch. Let me take a picture. They are I believe Catholic, would be Catholic prayer pieces, like from what I am looking at research wise. They are handmade. Okay. So it feels like it is some sort of fabric on a burlap maybe. But you can see it's blanket stitched on there. They hand stitched it. This one's, I believe the S is for Saint Simon Stock, pray for us. I'm not Catholic, so I'm not too sure. And Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. And then they've put it on a safety pin to make it like they would wear it. So that's why I'm calling them. I think they're like a prayer pieces. Like a prayer piece brooch. I'm not exactly sure. But they are, I think they're neat because they're handmade and they're older. I'd say they're older. So that's running out for 5. Some of you may know more about this than I do, but I thought they were kind of neat. I like handmade pieces. They were in someone's box. All right, let's see here. Grab a picture. earrings. These are sunflower earrings. They are marked R. Okay. So these are gold toned with rhinestones, sunflowers. They are very pretty. They're on the bigger side, probably an inch. Let me just see here. Yep, about an inch and a quarter. So they are a little bigger. Very nice conditioned. They are pierced earrings, and they do have, they're marked R. Um, they may be an Avon, maybe an Avon piece. Sometimes it would not be marked Avon. They would just put their artist initials on them, depending on what they were. Um, whoops. But they are running now for $6. So they are really, these I question if they are ever worn. They're just a really great condition. Alrighty. My dog is going nuts. I apologize. All right. Next up, I have a really pretty carved mother of pearl necklace, probably 60s, maybe, even maybe could be a little older. Let me just type it up real quick. But this is a really, really pretty gem. Make sure how long it is. 24 inches. Okay. Look how pretty this one is. So this is what it would look like on you. There is your barrel clasp, and then it has your carved mother of pearl beads. All of these are. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? Just bigger chunks of mother of pearl. Shells. What a great necklace. 24 inches. It's very pretty. That is running out for $7. All right. Next up, I have this super cute tiny guy. He's about oh gosh, he's a little over an inch. Little Mr. Enamel bee brooch. He's a TLC because his enamel has some definite chipping in it. But cute. So he is gold tone. You can see how big he is. I would probably wear him just like this. I think that, he just has a little character. But if you are someone who likes to, you know, touch up your jewelry, you could touch him up easy enough with some yellow And some black and red basic colors on there. Here is his cute little face. And he is made in Taiwan, I want to say. Yes, made in Taiwan. So a cute little Bumblebee TLC for $3. That is running now. All right. Next up, I have a pretty pair. Sure, I want to say these are West Germany. Yes, pretty pair of West Germany hand beaded clips. Let me grab a screenshot. Okay. So these are hand beaded. They would go on the ear like this. So they would be in this position. Purple, these are all acrylic. I know these look like glass, the top ones, but they are an acrylic. Handmade. The beading is pretty nice on them. The gold is pretty nice. Not really, some a little wearing, but nothing extravagant. And there is your West Germany. So this is going to be post World War II. So that is running now for $4. Again, your flowers would go like this on your ears. Really pretty. Again, we're going to be rating Noreen at 5:30. So if you see anything I've already shown that you would like me to show again, do not hesitate to ask, and I will show it. All right. Next up, I have this necklace here. It's like your clay beads twisted. This is a modern handmade, but there is some fantastic beadwork going. Calling this like a bubble gum, like a Barbie, dark Barbie bubblegum pink necklace. Sits there like that. Definitely has some weight to it. It's about 2 inches. 2 inches wide. So it's a good clip. Let's see here. Very nice condition. Again, handmade. Modern necklace. It is not by any means of the imagination um, a vintage one. It has vintage vibes. They did make these kind of necklaces, but it's definitely from the hardware, a modern one. So that is running now for $6. Took somebody a lot of time to string all these beads and then twist them. A little bit of an extender on there. All right. Next up, just kind of going. Let's do this. This one is definitely a vintage set, but it is a small, like made for someone very tiny. Let me grab a shot. It's army green and gold. are the colors. Whoops, wrong. So this is going to be for somebody who is very tiny or, even a child. But here is your clasp. Little J hook there. Definitely hand beaded. These are like an army green color and gold. And when I say they're little, look how little. It is triple stranded, but I'm trying to put it up there. Very short, a very short necklace. It runs, let's see, the longest one. Let's see here. About 15 and a half. No, about 15 and a half on this. And it does have a matching bracelet, double-stranded bracelet. This is very tiny as well. The bracelet is only, let's see, about 6.5. So the bracelet is about 6.5. Okay. But very nice condition overall. And that is running now for $7. So you have a triple stranded 15.5-inch necklace with about a 6.5-inch double matching set. All right. Let me see here. Pull some other things. This one is cute. This is a marked silver tone. I want to say 7 inches. Yep, 7-inch. Look how cute. Silver toned elephant charm bracelet. It is marked. Let me just grab a screenshot of it. There we go. Okay. So this is such a cutie. It is marked right here. SJ. There is your clasp. Little metal wear on the clasp. You can see some scratching. The little elephants themselves are in pretty cute condition. Pretty nice condition. Cute little guys. These guys are very, very dainty as well. Falling on the floor. Look how tiny. So they are not very wide and not very, very long. So that is running now for $5. Marked elephant bracelet. All right. Next up, I have a pair of gold tone Avon clip-on earrings. Look at these. These are kind of pretty. So these are gold tone circles. The metal is pretty great on them. Don't really see any discoloration or anything like that. Minor vintage wear. Let's see. This one has a little scratch in the middle. If you look real close up under the light, you can see a little scratch there. But otherwise, they are pretty nice. They are clips. And there is your Avon. And they are running now for $4. All right. Next up, I have a really pretty butterfly. This one is marked. I want to say this is a Spain, I think. Yes. So this is a Spain. Maybe 925, but it is untested and unmarked. But a lot of your Spain pieces are. So let me just grab a shot. Spain butterfly. All right, so he is silver tone. He is handmade. The metal is all hand worked, soldered together. His little antenna is snapped right here. So it's kind of like a tail piece. You could take it off and it would be fine like this. Again, I tend to wear my jewelry like this anyway. I just think it adds character. But very pretty metal work. Here is the back. Like I said, it may be 925. It's not marked. I did not test it, but it is Spain. So that is running now for $6. All right. Next up, I have a very pretty, super delicate small Disney birthstone piece. It's probably 90s, late 90s, or Y2K maybe. But super tiny, very nice condition. I just want to kind of show you what it looks like. It is Mickey or Minnie, however you would want it, pendant, birthstone pendant. It's like that, the pink one. I'm not sure which month that is. Here is the chain. You can see the chain is like little beads. Kind of like reminds me of like a key, like the old keychains. Does have an extender that is part of the necklace. And then it's a very tiny, delicate pink birthstone. And there is your Disney mark. Again, very delicate, very delicate. I'm just going to call it mini necklace. And that should be running out for $5. Again, very nice condition, no discoloration or anything like that on it. Like I said, today I just have all different. Next up, I have another JJ piece. I showed you the little dog earlier. This guy, how cute is he? That's a JJ piece, and this is a JJ piece. So they really ran the rampant with their different novelty brooches. They did just about anything that you could think of. And really nice quality because they really hold up well. All right, so this is gold tone. It is, I said wheat, but I'm not sure. May not, wheat, but gold tone, minimal wear. The metal looks pretty good. Faux pearl accents on there. Here is the back. Really nice condition overall. There's your JJ. And that is running now for $6. We got about 13 minutes. So if you see something I've already shown and you would like me to run it again, let me know. If not, I'm just going to keep on going here. And I also, if you give me a like, or follow rather, you'll see I do have over 800 pieces on my storefront. All right, I want to say this is Marvella. Yes. So this is a really, really gorgeous cut black faceted glass beaded necklace from Marvella. Really pretty. Let me grab a screenshot. Wait till you see these stones. Like, the stones are gorgeous. Or the beads, rather, I should say. All right. So look at this. So first of all, here is your clasp. There is your lovely Marvella. But look at the cut on this glass. Even the discs are glass. And they are all different cuts and shapes and everything. They're just really, really pretty. There is one on here that has a chip, I think. Was this the one? And a couple of black faceted glass necklaces. I guess not. Oh, no, there it is. So there is on this one. See, the bead is supposed to be all the way around. This one got broke, but it is still super secure it's not going anywhere. Just like the back part, someone broke that off cleanly. When it is hanging on you, it does lay flat against you. So you really can't see that the back has that piece hanging off. But this is just a really, really pretty, very pretty necklace. So that is running now for $7. Yeah, it's really amazing that someone cut all those. Like I said, even all the little pieces in between and the discs as well are that glass. Okay. Next up, I have a pretty fun little 1980s brooch for all of my purse collectors. This is AAI, which was 80s, 90s. Just found out a couple nights ago. Oops, move to stage. Okay, so look, how fabulous is that? Silver toned with rhinestone accents on the handle. But just a cute little purse. And there's your AAI mark on there. I love it. I think it's super cute. So this is running now for $4. All right. Trying to pull out some of the marked pieces in this box. Okay, so these, I believe, oh my gosh, they are tiny. Trifari. Yep. So these are Trifari. These are really nice condition. And I think they're pretty cool. They're kind of simple, but they're neat at the same time. So let me grab a shot of these. Trifari silver clips. All right, so these are very nice condition. They are silver toned, minimal to minor wear on them. They would hang on your ears like this. Well, there is your Trifari mark. It's also on the clip. So just a neat pair. You could wear these like casually, or you could even, they're nice enough. They would even work for, dressing up. So they are running now for $5. Whoops. Dropping stuff, friends. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Next up, this is really pretty. It's not marked, but I wouldn't doubt if it is a Coro bracelet, because Coro did these sets where the bracelets weren't marked, but the matching earrings were. This is a pretty gold-toned brown bracelet. Minor wear on the metal in a couple of spots. Overall, the bracelet is pretty nice. There's another spot. Here is the back. There is some glue residue on the back, which happens with this era. This is like a 50s, the glue they used. It will melt and, reset, and then the glue seeps out. But the back is, the front is pretty nice. I'm going to say it's probably a 7. Let's see. Yep. This is a 7. So let me take a snapshot. So that is running now for $5. Pretty brown color. All right. So friends, we're going to be rating Miss Noreen in about 5 minutes. If you see anything, that you would like me to re-show, let me know. Otherwise, I'll pull a couple more pieces. Let's see. Let me dig into my brooches. Pull a couple. Pull a couple more brooches. All right, so this is a pretty floral enamel. Right here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? We're going to just call it Blue Floral Brooch. All right, so it's gold tone with like that robin eggs blue enamel paint. The metal is pretty good. Normal vintage wear. Look at the center is cool, right? The gold tan center. Here is the back of that. And that is running now for $4. Okay. Here is another enamel flower. This one's kind of cool as well. Grab a shot. Right, so this is your metal enamel flower brooch. There is some chipping on this enamel. The way that they have like this caramel colored, it reminds me of like caramel or coffee. Is kind of cool, and I like the center as well. The center is this part here also has enamel on it, but again does have some chipping in the enamel. It is a double layered enamel brooch. Here is the back. What a cool piece, kind of different colored. That is running now for $5. All right, friends, let me just check real quick if Miss Noreen, yes, Miss Noreen is all ready. All right, friends, well, thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at my jewelry. Again, be sure to hop on over to my page. I have over 800 pieces listed, mostly jewelry, but you will also find some vintage purses and really neat old vintage hats. So go ahead and go ahead and hop over there. If you have any questions about anything, never hesitate to hit me up in my inbox. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Be safe, everybody. Let's go see Miss Noreen now.